Oh, my God.
Look at this.
Stop the presses.
Oh, he brought some gifts.
Oh, I brought some Magnolia Bakery.
Colin.
Did you really?
Well, I don't know.
Very nice, Colin Quinn.
Colin's a gentleman.
Yeah, that's just like my Paul Anka gift.
What?
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Yup.
Can you believe
We
Paul
never did
Anka?
discuss the Paul Anka situation, did we?
No.
Not really.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Colin's got an issue.
I forgot.
You touch any of my Magnolia Bakery gifts.
Magnolia
It's
Bakery.
lies what they say on
The
Twitter.
Paul Anka thing with Colin Quinn gets way worse because now I got a gift from the man.
Unbelievable.
Colin Quinn, for the people that don't know, was on hold, and I'm not even gonna lie. Like, we would take Colin's call every single fucking time. Me and Jim Norton panicked that day, and we wanted everything perfect for the Paul Anka interview because we heard the tapes.
Of course, he gets like maniacal.
We thought, we could be in a world of hurt if things weren't, working out quite right.
Yes.
So we blew off Colin Quinn.
Yeah.
And he has never let it go, by the way.
Well,
It was only a couple of months ago, for Christ's sake. Second of all, I like the fact you guys have MMA guys in here every day. You bust their chops, but Paul Anka, we didn't want it. We and Jim were panicking.
He's a fucking...
Paul Anka, who gives a damn?
Paul Anka's a legend.
Shut up.
He's
I'm a
old.
legend.
He's old
Well,
school.
we know that.
He's like Vegas Mafia when they
I know.
really got things
Exactly. That's the operative term, when.
done. Yeah, but you don't know if he still knows some of those guys.
The juice doesn't have the heat now.
They tried to blow up his car like Lefty Rosenthal. And he was out.
But I got a gift from Paul Anka with a nice note,
is it?
and he uses my real name, Colin Quinn.
It's like a whiskey decanter and some glasses.
Crystal. The decanter alone is about $100 and $150 online.
Yeah, that'll go in the cupboard for the next 30 years.
That's what I say. It's one of those wedding gifts you never actually use, but looks nice.
But now Paul Anka's showing up next week again.
Oh, my
here.
God.
He enjoyed
We don't know
himself
why.
so much that he wants to come on again. And Opie was going to re-gift that for a wedding.
And give it to him.
But,
I'm going to a wedding in Philly. How great would this be?
But now, you know old school, Colin. Paul Anka would expect now, if he comes in here, to have that filled with whiskey, and you now serve him some on his decanter. You don't just fucking... That's the expectation of the old school guy.
You know what? I don't want to be corny. This feels right in a way that Jim here in the third seat never did.
Yeah.
I saw a few of the little Twitter battles that were going on.
Can I read the Paul Anka note?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, please.
What a great way to start the morning. I really loved it and look forward to the next time. With much respect.
They love
Paul
respect.
Anka. Handwritten note, by the way.
Yeah. You don't see those anymore. No assistant.
Huh?
No, that's Paul Anka.
This is old school.
That's an autographed card.
Yeah.
Of course he enjoyed the morning because I was sitting there on hold. And then they go to me. Sorry, I thought it was late. Honestly, I thought Lady Gaga was in.
Oh, really?
No, because they go, look, can you call back? They have to leave me on hold for 8 minutes. Paul Anka's here. I was like, yeah, I guess. Click.
Oh,
I didn't do the click
wow.
part. We panicked, Colin. We did panic.
Wow.
We know it wasn't right, but we
This
did
show
panic.
has disrespected me so much in the past 3 months. I don't know where to start. Anthony, you weren't here one day. Him and Bill Burr, I was so mad. I can't even explain.
Who was in that day that we panicked? Oh, it was
Because here's
Mark
why.
Cuban.
Mark Cuban comes in, who I knew before that.
I was in that day.
By the way, I thought we worked this out.
I remember that. You were relegated to the couch.
Right.
Yes.
I wasn't relegated. I go, hey, let me go sit at the couch trying to be nice. Little did I realize the psychology. When you put yourself to the couch, people treat you like that.
Yes, you're now the couch person.
Yeah.
Right.
So then these two dummies start trashing me in front of Mark Cuban, when I feel like it should be all of us against whoever the guest is. But I understand you guys have guests.
You're right.
Well, Bill Burr certainly had no business jumping in. And then Mark Cuban, like any human being sensing blood like a chicken pecking party, starts trying to attack me too. Then I trash stupid Shark Tank. Then he gets, no more than me. Shut up. And but before, what bugs me before that, I knew Mark Cuban. I had met him twice. We got along great. So I figured in the back of my mind, I was like, hey, you know what? If push ever comes to shove, I go for a couple of bill to Mark Cuban. I go on the street for a couple of million. And now that's ruined for life because I left. Opie, how did I leave? We all just looked at each other scowling, and I just left.
Colin was mad for real.
I was so mad.
I had to talk it out with Colin because I was in the wrong. I'll admit it. I was in the wrong. I took a weird shot at Colin, but I didn't mean anything by it. But it came across weird. So
because it's
that day ended,
unity.
and Colin left mad for real. And it was right before the Patrice O'Neal benefit.
Well, you know what?
So we had to work it out, right, Colin?
Yeah, we worked it out.
because I didn't mean that. And you know that.
I'll never speak to again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Except in the rear naked chokehold. That's how I'm talking. And I have him fiddling up for Bill. Fiddle like a riff on this, Bill.
Colin's biting his finger.
The one
Very
thing,
angry.
we've been doing this a very long time, but the one thing that we're still a little like shaky about is when guests come in, we do change our persona sometimes.
It's really...
I don't know why we do that.
Horrendous. It's corny.
But we do. All of a sudden, we become gentlemen or something.
It's ridiculous. And once again, the stand, it could be Paul Anka, Mark. It doesn't matter who it is. As long as they say, I'm a guest, suddenly all things
that
are thrown
is true. We ought to fucking
we do
reassess.
I don't want to ruin this for Guy Fieri. He comes in all happy.
No,
like, hey.
Fuck that guy.
No, we kill him. We kill Guy. It's a level of celebrity that we become gentlemen. We do a good job with them, but I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, man, I'm not acting like me right now.
Yeah. I know.
And the most annoying, it goes without saying, is Norton, who somehow decides his IQ goes up when a guest comes in. And it doesn't. Everybody knows it doesn't. Last week, I was here. Can I quote last week?
Yes, please.
When I was here and the MTV people were here. Yeah, Alan Hunter, Martha, they're in a book. First of all, he looks at the book 2 minutes before they come in and then tries to act like he read the whole thing when they come in. First of all, the book is reading it. You know, a lot of these books, that's how he does it. He trashes the other thing that doesn't exist. And I was like, what? A lot of these books, you can't read them. But this book is great. Oh, that's very incisive. Really snuck into the thesaurus for that one. I mean, this book, you can just read the short stories. And shut up. Shut up.
You don't appreciate how he jumped in there and tried to talk the book up.
Can we see what kind of magnolia you bought? Did you go red velvet? Where did you go?
No, I put some muffins and stuff.
Oh, you got muffins? Nice.
Muffins.
This will be good. Then Guy Fieri comes in. He has a couple of stories about the Magnolia Bakery.
Oh, probably,
Kicks us off for a nice half hour.
And we go, Colin, it's a good thing you brought these. Oh, my God.
I didn't know they were in the muffin business.
What flavor are those?
There are all kinds of flavors. Cappuccino, blueberry.
Oh, my God. I'm a big fan of the blueberry.
Oh, God. Oh, let's have
Colin.
We'll have a peace pipe with Sam.
Oh, that's amazing.
Because of what he did to Scorch. He tried to do, apparently, this is on Twitter. Apparently, he tried to do to me what he did to Scorch yesterday.
Sell you out and fucking right down the river?
Trash my comedy on his radio hour.
What'd you do?
I didn't even mention Colin. I was talking about the fact that people on Twitter like to start trouble.
Right.
And so then everybody on Twitter just started picking fights between me and everybody.
Oh,
so
what is that?
Somebody said I was
Sugar
trashing
muffins.
Colin. Somebody said I was trashing Norton. Somebody said I was trashing Ellis.
Right. What are those?
Sugar muffin.
I don't know
the
what they
fuck
are.
is a
I don't
sugar
know,
muffin?
but I'm calling Colin that forever now. You're my little sugar muffin.
It's better than that blueberry eating aardvark that comes in
Colin, I got to tell you.
here.
I know you're very you get uncomfortable when people talk about you, but I went to your show last night. Did you know I was even there?
No, I got your text. Thanks. I mean, I got your tweet.
Yeah, and well, I didn't want to be a bother. And this is how much I like you. I went by myself knowing it was a couples thing.
Oh.
Because I couldn't find anyone to go with. Everyone shut me down. My wife shut me down. Sam Roberts shut me down.
What?
E-Rock shut me down.
still in a
What?
battle.
And Roland shut me down. So I show up by myself awkwardly while
The unkindest cut of all.
Bob Kelly's there with his wife. Tom Pappa's there with his wife.
Keith Robinson was by himself.
Yeah, but
In a section, I mean,
yeah,
be honest, that section Keith was in.
that was a weird
I mean,
section, right?
It was a section.
The
that
dog pound?
Keith has not been in that section literally since 1952. I believe it was outlawed.
Right. And Seinfeld was there, your pal.
Uh-huh.
And I think at this point you hate when people bring up the fact that you're friends with Seinfeld, but you are. He supports everything you do. And I made sure I didn't go up to Seinfeld because I knew he wouldn't appreciate that.
And didn't put Tom Pappa in a bad position.
No, because did you hear what happened?
No.
So I'm waiting for my tickets. Seinfeld walks in, recognizes Tom Pappa, goes right up to, hey, and they're like buddy. And then I see Tom Papa's eyes because I saw Tom Pappa as well, and he saw me and he was happy I was there, but I could see the panic in his face, like, please don't come over because I don't want to be in the position of introducing you to Seinfeld.
Horror.
I could tell. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I understand it. I've been in those
I
weird...
love the fact that you picked up the horror and fear in his eyes.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
Because he's thinking, oh, my God, he's going to come up and say hi to me, and then I have to introduce him to Seinfeld.
And then
knowing Seinfeld wouldn't give a fuck.
Tom would have to reclimb that Seinfeld pyramid because you'd have knocked him down so low. Oh,
Let me get this out of the way.
Jerry seems like a difficult person to be friends with. Yeah. It just seems like,
that says a lot.
Like you're being judged every second of how you interact with him, or you can't just bring someone up and go, Jerry, I'd like you to meet. That's crazy.
I was just happy I was invited to the same function as the likes of Jerry Seinfeld.
That is pretty good.
Anyway,
because we met Jerry one time. His agent was with or knew an agent that we were with, and out in front of a restaurant. So like, oh, and Jerry, this is Opie and Anthony from the radio. He literally looked at us for a second and went like, oh,
that's exactly what he gave us. Oh.
And then turned his head back around. It was just no.
And then I met him at the roast they did for you back in the day.
Right.
And that was when Comedian was out. So I actually went on stage afterwards when everyone was just milling about. And I was right next to him, and I actually said, hey, man, just want to let you know I really like that new documentary, Digging a Lot. He goes, oh, thanks.
Thank you.
And then turned back around, and I'm just standing there.
Well, I can't imagine you guys putting forth an energy like, hey, we're you equal, because you guys grovel in the face of Paul Anka.
Oh!
So when you see Jerry, you must be blown.
Handwritten note, old school. We were saying earlier that he was part of the Rat Pack with Sammy and Frank and Dean, and now his Rat Pack is Opie, Cumia, and Norton.
Oh God,
kind of a drop off, don't you think?
Yeah.
How the
anyway, Unconstitutional is fantastic, Colin.
Thanks,
How'd you feel last night?
I felt good.
Yeah,
I felt good just to get it up. Like I said, the early days, the only ones that came to see it was a year ago on Long Island. So it was Anthony Cumia.
Oh yeah,
and the biggest insult was Roland. Lived 40 feet away.
40 feet away
and every
from the
day
club.
He would tell me, I'd run into him in the street. That was the time he skulked away from me. Remember when I was trying to say hello to Roland?
Skulked.
And he just gave me the old Rebenga, like...
Yeah.
Oh, so that's why you were in Long Island City. You were working on this show that's now...
That was great.
Happening.
Yeah,
amazing. Oh, that's awesome.
Because
this is gonna follow the same path as your last show. You're gonna do the Barrow Street for a while, and then they're gonna move it uptown for you. I know it.
Not.
Oh, really?
I'm done with this show.
Why?
Whoa.
No, maybe I'll do it. But
one-off.
No, you're not.
It's a one-off.
This one's got legs.
I'm working on, thanks, but I'm working on something else, too. I'm working on another project. I know I sound like the third banana that usually sits here. me and him have an unnerving amount in common. We're both working on these projects bitterly that we've been trying to get made for a long time.
And Danny Aiello was there last night.
Yeah, I love Danny Aiello.
And I was enjoying my time, but I'm like, what, let me see if Danny Aiello's enjoying his time. So I was watching him for a while, laughing his ass off.
Danny A.
Danny A.
He probably knows Paul Anka, too.
Probably.
Imagine.
Couple of fellow fucking...
Danny A looking real good.
Yeah.
Real good.
He's a real knockout artist. I used to have a friend from the Bronx that said Danny was the coach at Clinton High School football, and he said when he was playing there, this kid Hector, and he said that Danny was just like, anytime there's a problem, run out in the field, just start dropping people.
Really?
He said he had a great right hand.
What a maniac.
Like anytime I had static with another Bronx high school.
Right.
Bronx football in the 70s.
Yeah.
Was like,
oh, my God. Imagine
like
that.
The Wanderers.
Yeah,
right?
no kidding.
No shit, man.
I ain't talking to you.
I like that he has that in him. That's nice.
Yeah. Do you ever know the little girl from the Wanderers that played Terra's girlfriend?
Yeah.
She grew up to be, her name was Stalker Patty. I ain't talking to you.
I ain't talking to Terra.
Talking to you.
Oh, Terra. They're going to send you up to Vietnam. Terra.
That's all you got on your show last night? You felt good?
Well, I think Patty should be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was like,
The jokes are strong. I told Ann one of the jokes I had to. Because everyone has that angle on the Second Amendment and the Founding Fathers, and your line about it, when they put that in place, 42% of the country was bears. What a fucking great line. Of course, Colin delivers it perfectly.
Of course.
And got a huge response.
I deliver with an anchor-like precision.
Yes. How long is it?
Anchor, I never thought about that. His name is Anchor.
Oh. Anchor.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like you're saying anchor,
yeah.
like a New Yorker saying anchor. Anchor.
Oh, Anchor, yeah.
He's the anchor of the
I bet he has amazing stories. I would have blown me off, too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
How many weeks you down at the Barrow Street?
Just till June 3rd.
That's it? Do you really have? You don't have plans after that?
No. Because we put it up, like that place just opened up, and I liked it because it looked like the Constitution Hall.
It was kind of creepy how that worked out for you.
Right?
I was talking to someone after the show. They said that's a set from a show that just failed
It was a
quickly.
set from a show that was up called Stonewall about the gay liberation riots of 1969.
Right.
Oh, gee.
You know what I mean?
How could that not go over?
It was perfect. Oh, exactly, the village. But that
Sounds
shows how
great.
the village has changed.
Yeah,
Sounds like a laugh riot.
That was Chelsea.
Right. It's still, the village
Now
isn't
the village is all like rich. I mean,
So Colin moves in
Paul
and says,
Anka was on the mic, I heard.
really?
He actually got on the mic when he talked. And
Put your head on my shoulder.
but so Colin walks in and goes, "Fuck it, we're using this set." And it
Yeah.
works though.
Yeah, for some reason it worked.
Yeah. You going up the stairs to make a point over there, then you come back down over here,
Yeah.
talking to the audience a little bit.
Talk here, you talk there. But it's scary. You know, I'm so used to the people I know in the audience that it doesn't bother me like everybody else.
Right.
But like I knew literally 60% of that audience. It's a little weird, you know?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's like
for
getting up
you.
to make a speech at like a party or
now, do
something.
you consider yourself, now that you've done this, do you consider yourself an expert at the Constitution? Somebody
No,
that can
yeah, I
really
do, I
discuss
do.
it?
I consider myself-
educated?
I consider myself understanding the core
Right.
rather than just the outsides of it.
Okay, so you're
So
not
I'm not an expert about the detail, but I understand. I feel like I understand the philosophy.
the principle and philosophy of it, because a lot of
Yes.
people can pick an amendment and run with it and be like,
right.
all right, yeah.
He's got
but,
it all figured
but
out.
they don't know.
And you know what,
really-
Anthony? I have nothing but respect for those people too.
Of course you do, Carl.
I felt proud because a few of the jokes I knew because you tried them out on our show.
See?
I'm like, that son of a bitch tried that joke out on our show.
Nice.
And now it's in his one-man show.
How about my joke yesterday about E-Rock giving me the stink eye every time I'm in here
He does?
on Twitter?
Well, obviously
about?
something's going on because Travis is in his spot right now.
Oh shit! Either he doesn't like looking at you, or he's taking a giant
ro-
shit that he
does
does.
he
So
really
why do you want this job, Travis?
does,
Can't
he
sleep?
really, does he really give you a stink eye?
No.
Oh, one other thing.
He just naturally has a stink eye, I think.
One other thing. I'm not feeling social after your show last night. Unconstitutional. And I want to sneak out. And the after party's at the same place. They put everyone on the street so they could set up some pizza and shit.
They got some beats. It was casual.
No, I know it's casual, whatever. So I'm trying to sneak out. I'm like, I got to get up early, and I'm doing really, really well. I get through the crowd, no one's noticing, and I'm now out of the theater, sneaking down the street, and all of a sudden I hear, "Hey, where you going, Lonely?" Bob Kelly
Of course.
blows up my spot.
Of course.
So then I have to go over there and do some small talk about how he's going to be a father soon.
That's all you can talk to Bob
I
about
was
now.
going to say, you should have just done the old
Uh-huh.
show tomorrow.
Right.
You tap
Trying
the
to do the
imaginary
old-
watch on your wrist,
But he yelled it.
and then you go out of here.
You're shocked that Bob yelled at
And then I go over there and he touches me and I jump and he goes, "What's wrong? Was molested?" I'm like, maybe I just don't want you touching me like that. Doesn't mean I was molested.
This sounds like a great time you two had last night. Holy shit.
Fuck.
What the fuck is going on between you two?
I've never touched Anthony. I've known him for
No.
fucking 19 years.
We
guys don't
don't
touch,
touch.
huh?
We're the
I think we did a
untouchables.
couple fists.
Oh, that's
Did we ever
crazy.
do a fake
You
hug?
guys
One of
don't
those
have a
Up
touch,
the
huh?
gas.
Did we ever hug?
No, I don't think so. No,
Not even the handshake hug? That's
no,
accepted?
No.
I think it's, yeah.
Huh.
Not even the Huntington hug.
What's the
I don't know what it is, but I like it.
the shrug.
But I
shrug.
always thought Opie was from. Didn't you tell me you were from Centerport at one point?
I am, yeah.
I mean, that's just. Of course, you don't hug anybody. He didn't see anybody until he's like 18 years old.
No.
It's true.
There's nobody. You take 111 straight shot.
Yeah, it's a straight shot.
110, actually, but
110.
not to
110,
get picky,
straight
but-
shot.
That highway by the.
No.
It was a little clamming community.
Yes.
A lot of my friends would. That's how they made their summer money.
See
and,
those-
their fathers would make an extra garage and turn it into a clam freezer.
They look like they're in that fucking little canoe out there pumping the fucking clamming thing. And then they would go to the bars afterwards, and of course I would be there, and they would just stink like fucking clams.
It was either
Fish. Why would you get home? Go take a shower.
Take a shower.
My little hometown of Centerport. It was either go and find some clams or go caddy at the Huntington Crescent Club.
Yeah,
that was pretty much it.
No other work available.
Not really, man. I worked the clam rake a few times. That's rough.
Clam rake.
That is rough.
I don't even want to know what the clam rake is. That's terrible.
The clam rake's like 20, 30 feet long, and you fucking dig it.
It's got like handlebars on the end. It's got like hooks and a basket on the other end. And you got to move it back and forth and try to get clams.
In the water?
Yeah.
Like Navy SEAL training.
Right? Yes.
It's tough work. It's not easy.
Fucking
Jesus.
Drill sergeants dumping sand down your back while you're trying to fucking do it.
Right. And how many hours you do that?
It's like 16 hours.
I went out here and they were my friends, and they would just, fool around with it a little bit. I don't think they were actually on the job.
The real guys would be out there all the time.
Whenever. They're not moving. It's not like fishing where you have to follow.
It's like lobster.
You think clams have hours where they're like, oh, yeah, look at the time.
Right.
I haven't woken up yet. I'm still drowsy.
I don't like Sam's new, pleasant, medicated outlook.
No?
Sam doesn't laugh at anything. But then when he does laugh, he'll give you a lot and he'll start crying.
He used to have to laugh. He used to feel like he had to laugh to be in and get what he wants. Now that he's getting a little more notoriety here at SiriusXM Satellite Radio, he's just like, it's all, when he sits there and he's not laughing or talking, all he's thinking about is how could I use this moment to further my own shit.
Right.
And my own career.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
When he sits here, you think he's looking at you two.
No.
All he sees is skeletons.
Yes.
He's just waiting.
He is waiting. And by the way, when you said that, who the fuck was Mr. Australian guy that was saying shit about you?
Jason Ellis.
Jason Ellis said some shit about you. You talked about this on yesterday's after show.
Wait, what did he say?
He was saying
Is
shit.
he acting up again? What's wrong with this guy?
Yes, because Sam all of a sudden goes
Why does he act up like this shit?
like, no, I considered it a compliment. It's like, no, he shit on you.
What did he say?
He said he didn't like
Got the clip? He rocked,
somebody be clearer than that.
Jason, very light.
Jason doesn't like you or our audience?
Hang on. I actually might have the clip.
It is an insult, and then he used this passive-aggressive shit to try not to.
I don't know.
To try to get himself out of a jam that he knew he'd be in.
Sam, I really don't fancy you, Sam.
No, I said we go to war.
I have no problems with Jason Ellis, but I can't figure him out sometimes. I
don't understand the 40-year-old extreme guy anymore. It's like fucking Troy Kwan and his skateboard. You're over it. You're fucking 40 and you're tweeting pictures you want a longboard.
I'll go to war if you think I was being optimistic about the whole thing.
We should go to war.
All right, you want me to play the clip?
Yeah, let's hear the clip. You tell me, Ope, what you think if somebody said this about you. I felt pissed off because, I consider you like,
Please involve Colin.
a little brother.
Okay.
Colin,
not my brother, like a black person.
Colin,
like a small black person.
Colin, you can decide too.
Yeah.
Well, let's get Colin involved. He is third mic today.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am, yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Feels right.
It does.
They have this other dude. I don't think he likes me. I don't really like him either, actually. I guess I should get over that. That one Sam dude. He's like
I stopped it there because that was like, my name. Like when he was like that one,
that one like Sam dude,
think?
and that is kind of a
but you're hard to figure out sometimes.
Why?
I'm going to defend Jason so
What?
far.
Why you mean I'm hard to
So
figure
far,
out?
all he said is, I don't like him.
I don't like him.
Colin is killing it, and you haven't laughed yet.
I've smiled at him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did he give you a smile, Colin?
He did. He gave me like a bland kind of a Nurse Ratched smile.
Just one corner of the mouth going up.
Like that. Yeah, I think Sam's on medication.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm not saying Wellbutrin.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but sometimes you're hard to figure out. That's all.
Okay, that's
where
fair.
your emotions are coming
I
from.
don't think so. You're giving him much too much credit.
Yes.
Thank
He's
you.
not that deep.
All right, let's listen.
He's
to
an
a little more.
enigma, or at least half.
Well,
All right.
me. I don't really like him either, actually. I guess I should get over that. That one Sam dude. He's just like sounds annoying to me or something, but he fucking tries. He's one of those people again that whether he's your style or not, he fucking gives a shit about radio. So, it's always a weird thing for me to like people that are similar to me at my game. So like
hold on.
Ellenberger
You
says
pause
he
this.
doesn't like people.
See, you got hung up on the part where he goes, "Hey, he's trying, and I can't like him because it's similar." All he's doing is complimenting himself. Look what he said.
Okay.
Sam, he tries hard. He tries. I have such a hard time liking people that are like me. What he means is, I try so hard at this.
But he's not trashing him really at that point.
he's using him to make himself look better.
Oh, okay.
And he
Right.
did trash him.
And he said I was annoying.
Yes.
Which I'm not.
You know, but I respect a guy that tries hard. He didn't say you succeed at it. He didn't say you're good.
And
He
it's
said you're
certainly
annoying.
and it's certainly not your place to decide you're not annoying. We'll make that judgment.
Right, exactly. But he
Which I'm not, he
used
says,
it.
and nobody answers. It was like a giant silence when he said, which I'm not.
The only
we all just sat here.
The only
Nobody said,
compliment.
no, you're not.
The only compliment is that he's like me. He's trying hard.
Right.
But you're like the Special Olympics kid. They
Yeah.
try hard, but really.
Yeah, I don't need an A for effort.
Exactly. He gave you an A for effort.
I
Gee,
don't need it.
thanks.
I don't need
Or
that.
or that other crazy expression, an E for effort, stupid, Sam.
Oh,
Anyway.
E for effort.
You can say A for effort.
Shut up. You say
Effort.
what I tell you to say.
You're right.
I'm a constitutional expert.
Yes, he is. I know constitutional law. Law.
I know constitutional law.
Yes.
Excuse me, Sam, you fucked up the Paul Anka gift as well.
Whoa!
I didn't even do anything with it.
You looked it up. I've been telling people it's a little over 100 bills. I just got a quote here, $600 for the crystal decanter alone.
Stop it.
It's not.
What?
It's 100. We looked it up. Travis and I both
You would have
looked it
gave Paul a thank you worth 100, and it was
$100,
600.
thank you.
Sam, that's where you
600.
screwed up.
up. It's $100. We both looked it up.
It's 6 large.
It's 6 large. Look, there
Paul
it is.
doesn't give out $100. That's
That's the
nothing
same
to him.
thing.
Where? At a fucking Times Square electronics store? Please.
Yeah.
I'm going with $600.
It's 100.
Run by a Tel Aviv cartel.
I went to buy a Cat 5 cable, a 3-foot long Cat 5 cable at there. He wanted $35. I swear to you, I started laughing. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And then I go to walk. I literally yelled at him, get the fuck out of here. I go to walk out and he goes, my friend. Okay, I can do 20. I'm like,
okay.
This is a fucking $2 item.
Oh, is it really $2? I wouldn't even know.
Yes, actually, you don't even have to pay for it. Everyone has them in their house somewhere in a
Right.
drawer, coiled up.
Anthony,
I was in the city.
And he goes, I go to the fucking PC Richards on Old Country Road.
It's the Old Country Road. I'm right there by the mall in Mineola, you fuck. I'm in Garden City.
It's my favorite thing Colin does.
You fucking low life.
Colin knows 2 things, the Constitution and Long Island. He knows Long Island.
He really knows it.
Oh, yeah.
I go to the fucking Green Acres Mall, you cocksucker.
It's his next
So I can
fucking
live
show
this
he's going to
fucking
do.
country.
Right.
It's going to be called Long Island. You just get on stage and go, hey, guys.
Long
yes,
Island, you cocksuckers. That's the name of the
fucking
show.
hop hog.
Yes.
Let's talk about Hop Hog, named after the Indians. And then they put like the Hop Hoggian Indians up on the screen. Colin goes to town.
And I go halfway through the crowd, just totally bored. And I go, now Holbrook. Now wait a minute. This is
Trying to
actually
get
very
it back with
interesting.
Holbrook. Let's talk about the Levitt houses in Levittown. You know, after the war.
But I told you, I was out there. I worked on this Constitution show in Ronkonkoma. I was doing
boy.
McGuire's in Ronkonkoma.
Oh, right, yeah.
Which I call the Conch now, and they've taken on,
The Conch.
Before that, they were calling it like Ronco or something. I said, it's got to be called the Conch.
The
You know what I
conch
mean?
is good.
Yeah.
And that's
That's
a new
catching
nickname
on.
for Ronkonkoma.
And
I
they should.
I really
I see
grew to love
bumper stickers.
Ronkonkoma. You don't
I see
understand.
bumper stickers.
The Conch?
Conch, suck my conch. That'd be a good one too. You grew to love Ronkonkoma?
Yes.
Did you have a place by the lake to type on an old typewriter? To type it like fucking Hemingway, like a poor man's Hemingway. He's in like Lake Ronkonkoma.
Lake Ronkonkoma. It'd be
In a
great.
shack.
Clacking away on his
One
typewriter.
of those summer shacks.
But how great would that? How great would that be if you had this artist, this guy trying to write this intellectual book, like he thinks like the Hamptons, but he's in Lake Ronkonkoma, and he starts writing about like some deep, Great Gatsby thing, and he ends up writing about these dirtbags.
Dirtbags. He's constantly interrupted by the Suffolk County Police rousting the indigenous people of Ronkonkoma.
It's changed a little bit
It's changed a tad.
from its glory days.
Oh, do I love it.
By the way, Sam keeps track, E-Rock, not me. Sam has just written, E-Rock was gone for over 15 minutes in the bathroom.
E-Rock?
He just got back.
15 minutes for a dump?
It happens.
It was one of
Yeah.
those giant E-Rock dumps.
Nice.
What did you eat last night, E-Rock?
I had a Cobb salad for dinner.
A Cobb salad.
Ugh.
How are those?
I love it.
I don't think I've ever had one. I've
Grilled
heard about them.
chicken, hard-boiled egg.
Shut up, E-Rock. We know what's in a Cobb salad.
Blob salad.
All right, we're going back to the
the.
Jason Ellis thing.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
far, not bad. Not bad.
I say so far so bad. It's passive aggressive.
It's very
bad.
passive-aggressive.
It's not right out there in your face bad.
You don't expect a passive-aggressive Australian.
Right? Yeah, they don't exist. He's an anomaly.
Yeah.
Anomaly.
He's an
On a
anomaly.
night, and the fucking annoying voice up at the end. He's kind of annoying. What a night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
E-Rock, have a nice muffin.
Oh, there you
Best
go.
thing
E-Rock.
for you.
Yeah.
Fucking gives a shit about radio. So it's always a weird thing for me to like people that are similar to me at my game. So like, you know how Jake Ellenberger says he doesn't like people in his weight class?
Yes.
It's kind of like that. Like, I don't. If you have too much in common with me on the radio and you want to excel in the business,
more
then I find it very
self-compliments.
difficult to like you because that means you're trying to come at me.
Right.
And I don't. You're not coming at me. I'm gonna beat you
More self-confidence.
every time. I'm gonna beat you.
Congratulatory, self-congratulatory.
That was the clip. So you're saying I should be saying, fuck you.
Fuck you, Jason Ellis.
Because not
Just say
only
it.
are you not like me, I'm better than you.
Yes! Thank you!
Yes.
I'm fucking new at
Wow.
this game. Look at you. You're fucking wet behind the ears, as they say. And you're still fucking kicking some ass over here. Yeah, you know, people are enjoying your little program.
killing it.
Guess what?
Huh?
You shouldn't even be taking advice from these guys. You have to go back to the original master who taught you.
That's true.
And
The
find out how to
Yoda
deal with these kind
himself.
of, and find out how to deal with this kind of shit.
Scorch is taking shots at us.
Yes!
Well, of course.
Scorch took some shots at us on Facebook
how
last
dare
Are you
night.
guys shocked? How dare he? You've been having him for 10 years straight.
10 years and he
And you-
finally fucking...
you-
How dare he? He finally pokes a
Scorch
jab
is
out there.
taking, Opie goes, Scorch is taking shots at us.
Like, I can't
How
believe
dare
it.
he? How dare he?
Like, I can't believe it.
What a couple of assholes.
I know it. And I'm not even fucking acting. I'm like, how
Opie was
dare he?
genuinely outraged. Like, hey,
I can't believe he
Scorch.
doesn't appreciate the hammering he's got for 10 years.
Nah, hammering. What is he on Facebook?
He wrote
There, here's his post on Facebook.
I just realized how the O&A fans post.
Could you do it in the Scorch voice, please?
Yeah, I just realized that the O&A fans post stuff here, trying to prove that they're a much better, greater person than my listeners. Yet they come across as total idiots, since the average Joe doesn't even know who O&A are anymore.
Oh, he went there.
Yeah.
He went there.
Now, this should
hardcore.
Scorch!
this should spawn some fun O&A type comebacks. Love you guys for your support.
Well, there you go. In the end, I have to say,
Oh, my
prove
God.
themselves we can take the higher ground.
People, I'm not even going to hedge around this. People, unleash hell. Unleash hell.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. Well, because he says no one knows who we are, so I
Right,
think
right.
I think we have to show Scorch that people still know who we are, right?
Unleash the hounds of hell.
The hounds of fucking hell. I want to see fucking Maximus's dog slow-mo jump over that fiery log and fucking unleash hell, people.
Was that not
No
the best
mercy.
beginning of that made that whole movie, that scene?
You know-
those dogs.
Oh,
The
yeah.
dogs jumping. That
The dogs of
fucking
war.
scene.
That's what the only
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
I always thought it was like a metaphor, but it's
It
a little-
was-
I just thought it was a Pink Floyd song. I didn't know it came from somewhere.
I like a movie that fucking grabs you right from the beginning. Before credits, before anything.
Yeah.
You're like, this movie's great.
Right. Yeah.
And then you know you're in it. No matter it could tail off.
I was going to
You
say
could
it
be
tailed
like,
off a little, that movie.
Do you think it did?
Yes.
What parts didn't you like?
Everything after
Talk
that.
about a fucking 13-year-old movie.
After that.
Yeah,
Everything?
when you
You didn't like the big Coliseum scenes?
Yeah, those were good.
Are you not
But in between, it was like-
entertained?
Yeah, but when you
Yeah.
start off that
Great.
strong, it's kind of tough to keep that
Yes,
up.
those
That's the
Huns
other
in the
problem.
woods.
Oh, the
It was
Huns.
crazy.
Right.
How about the casting just on those Huns alone?
Great. Yeah. I liked the entire movie, sir. I got to be honest
did?
with you. Yeah.
I thought it was just another clip. You know, can't you make the guy like Maximus not be the perfect? How about this? He cheated on his girlfriend. How about it's not the one love of his life? How about he cheated on her?
It was so, you know what? There was
It's,
a
you
fairy
know,
tale-ish aspect to
I know,
it.
I don't
there,
like that
Carl.
kind of stuff.
You don't?
Well, when you're doing such authentic work in the rest of the movie,
Yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean?
And the CGI was amazing. The Coliseum and everything.
Oh.
It really pulled me right in.
I'm going to go this weekend and see that. Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
that's right.
It's a very old movie.
What do you see these days in the theaters, Colin? What do you like?
I mean, there seems like there's a lot of good fare out there, but I haven't been, I haven't been to the movies in a while myself. But that's not to denigrate the movie industry. There's some fantastic
a
fare.
lot of good fare.
I just got a text message from Tom Pappa.
Oh, what happened?
The drama continues from last night.
With the Jerry?
The big unconstitutional.
Uh-oh.
He writes,
Oh.
Is he around? He should come by today, too.
Yeah, tell him.
Call us.
Papa, yeah.
I invite you as third wheel, Tom, to stop it.
We could put him on the couch.
Yeah. Get him on the
No, I'll
couch.
go on
We
the
could all
couch.
make fun of him. No, Colin, you're
What, are
never
you
going on the
kidding
couch
me?
again.
I'll go right on the
I don't
couch
care
if
who's
Tom
here.
comes in.
He
I don't
just
care who's here.
wrote, "Where you run off to, Cinderella."
Oh.
See, I probably should have stuck around and then been a little
Why?
social.
You have to get up.
Were you social last night after the show?
Yeah, I didn't have to get up at 5 a.m. like you did.
Well, close.
You had to hear all those compliments?
Yeah, I just stood there, thank you, with a big smirk on my face.
Colin, let me tell you something. You got something here.
And
It's
I'm
great.
like, guys, I don't know. I guess people enjoy.
And meanwhile, you want to just say, yeah, I worked hard on it, and fucking it should
worked
be
hard.
good.
I like
Yeah.
your curtain call,
Yeah,
but we could still see it behind the door.
I know.
You had nowhere to
I'm the
go.
most unprofessional. No, I could have done a little more effort, but I was like,
He walks out and there's a door, but we can still see him there. And he waits. He waits the appropriate amount of time, which would be 3 seconds. And
Yeah.
He comes back out.
yeah, with my giant head in the door.
Yeah. Did you bow?
Yes,
You
I
did
gave
the-
it the
I'm
old.
telling him, it's great.
The stage fucking, yeah.
You don't need help selling tickets, right?
No. Not that I know.
great.
Meanwhile, the publicist is having a heart attack that
Yeah. Yes.
the fact that I just said that.
I know.
They're like,
Yeah.
are you crazy?
Promote. Come on.
I think our listeners should go see it. Absolutely.
I think they'd love it.
Yeah.
I think they would love
It's
it.
their
too.
kind of show, really.
Carl, how do you bring comedy to such a serious thing as the Constitution?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, he
no,
did.
that's yeah. All the listeners would love this show
That's
because it
the most
is. It makes the
difficult part.
Constitution easy to understand.
Yes.
And they don't know all the founding fathers. Jason Ellis, one of the finest founding fathers.
I look at John Hancock, I said, oh, hey, here's a bloke who's doing the same thing I'm doing. All right, you fucking kangaroo.
Can we
Not
take
for
a
him.
break?
Why?
I got to eat eggs.
Oh, all right. Oh, you got
I
some
just don't
eggs,
want to
too.
eat. I don't want to eat in
See?
front of people.
You looked over and you were like, that looks delicious.
Colin needs another cup of coffee, I do believe.
Good. I could use a V8.
You want a V8?
Yes.
A V8.
I like a good V8.
What is it, 1968?
In my mind, still yes. Yes, it is, Carl.
We're going to talk about how I woke up Greg Brady a mere couple hours ago. You missed that.
Oh, God.
Shit.
Right from Branson, Missouri,
He
too.
was not happy.
Barry wasn't happy?
No.
Why, he's been on the show, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he's...
we used to be friends.
Woke him up at 5 in the morning in Branson.
So what? That's what time everybody gets up in Branson. Have you been there?
Oh, no.
Everybody gets up at 5. Nobody
they
stays
really?
up. People go to sleep at like 8 o'clock in Branson.
I thought the shows were going on.
Yeah, they
Yakov
start at like
Dinner
6 at night.
Adventure,
They started sick.
Pierce Arrow,
Yes, everybody's like 90 years
Kirby.
old. Yeah, Yakov is back now.
Yakov.
Since the Chechen situation, Yakov made to come back again.
Oh.
I told you people, but nobody
Yes,
listened.
In my country, yes.
And we're going to read this creepy shit from kids.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
pretty
forget.
scary. Kids are fucking...
Kids talk.
And we're going to call
creepy,
Tom
man.
Pappa on the break.
let's
Yeah,
talk-
give him a call. Get him down here. We should have Tom Papa in, I think. Well, then we'll have two of Jerry's friends in the studio.
First of all,
Yeah,
forget it.
Oh, Carl, what?
What?
Nothing. Let's go.
Oh,
We got something fun to break there, E-Rock? What do you got? Anything good?
Nope.
Really?
He was shitting too long to set something up for the break.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Quite a shit.
Maybe we should play an E-Rock song then if E-Rock doesn't have anything.
Every time he doesn't have anything, anytime he's not paying attention to the board, anytime he's helping Sal on the phones instead of
Right.
being there to get something, we play an E-Rock
Do you
song.
know this little
It's
storyline?
punishment.
No.
Colin would appreciate this. Colin appreciates those weird storylines. There's a guy that's obsessed with E-Rock and just makes songs about him.
Yeah.
A guy named Sean F. And they're funny.
You'll learn
He's
after
got
a
10
while.
E-Rock songs.
E-Rock, you'll learn after a while not to abandon your post when we play these songs. I'll set them up like Pavlov's hippopotamus.
Which one you want to play today?
Be great.
Well, I feel like Colin should get to choose.
Colin, all right.
All right, your
Read the
choices-
titles for Colin.
You could.
Okay.
Snacks,
There's a song called Snacks.
Right.
That's about E-Rock.
All right.
Piggin' Out,
Picking out.
The Fat E-Rock, You're Fat as Fuck, Pumped Up Tits,
That's a good one, yeah.
Sympathy for E-Rock,
Sympathy for E-Rock.
and Nagel and Bloom.
Sympathy
for E-Rock.
That's the
Good
original
choice.
one. It's a good choice. This is the original.
the original
That started
hit.
the whole thing.
Original hit.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm
Yeah.
a man of size and weight. Worked in radio for a long, long time, but my skills are far from great. Write fan fiction and I hate my job, 'cause they make fun of my shape.
He's about to sell it. Watch.
Had to stay home after Sandy left, 'cause a branch blocked my escape. I'm an asshole. Won't you guess my name? Oh, yeah. I'm known as Sex Bagel. And I don't watch sports at all. I bring nothing to the table. I love garlic, butter sauce. So if you see me, show some sympathy. Cause I don't count calories. I shouted out, who broke the toilet seat? When all the while, I knew it was me. I'm an asshole. Won't you guess my...
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Sean F.
I told you you would love it.
Oh,
It's brilliant.
Why do you love it?
because it's just pitiless. It's just he's
Pitiless.
oh,
Yes. It hits the nail right on the head, though. Axel F., I was going to say.
just
Sean
the
F.
pauses in between each line, the discipline.
Yes,
And
yes.
then the cruelest thing you can do in this quiet, like emotionless way.
And out of nowhere, I'm an asshole. Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really enjoyable.
That
Watching
started it
Colin
all.
laugh.
Started it all.
That was a good one.
Well, we're not officially into break, so maybe we should play another one.
Oh.
Unless E-Rock, you got something to
E-Rock,
play?
You got something?
The Opie continues in moments.
And now these messages.
We're back,
why
huh?
we're using this as a...
We're back
I'm
on,
back.
Carl. Let's keep it professional, all right?
Oh,
yeah, it's Greg
more
Brady
Greg
Day.
Brady. Yeah, we're doing Greg Brady songs, rejoiners. And this is from...
In honor of me waking up Greg Brady.
What is this from, E-Rock?
The return of Johnny Bravo.
He really puts a feel into the songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to hear the chorus.
Rhythm of the night, yeah.
He articulates every word. It's really... He's got great pronunciation. I'll say that for the songs.
Well, isn't it better than if he did that faux, like the faux black voice?
Oh, or when he trails off on...
What level is he at with his singing?
On a 1 to 10 scale?
I don't know. We need some things like cruise ship singer.
Depends on... This is more like an Indonesian ferry boat singer.
Really?
It's not really like the fucking... yeah.
He's pulling it off, though. And he's making some coin.
Yeah. I think he should do a whole album as Johnny Bravo of all those E-Rock songs.
Oh, wow. That would pack him in.
E-Rock, are you in on the E-Rock song thing yet? Now that you've seen the reaction that Colin gave it?
Nope.
Fuck. He just doesn't get it like us.
I understand why, because you can feel the guy's venom through the fucking...
Yeah.
He sounds like a southern dude to the south.
Yeah.
The best part is how he just sells, I'm an asshole!
I'm an asshole!
It's unbelievable. Just a quiet fury of the whole thing. It's just,
I just got a text from my wife. You missed the SpongeBob discussion, too, Colin.
Oh.
My kid picks out the worst fucking ice cream when it's ice cream time, knowing that he's only going to eat a little and I get to eat the rest, you know, because I'm not going to buy my own because I'm trying to watch my weight.
Sure.
But if my kid buys a little something, then I feel like I could eat that. And he picks the SpongeBob thing. So we talked about that. So I just got a text from my wife that just reads, today's the last day I can listen to the show. He just said, he meaning my son, Daddy said SpongeBob sucks. Chocolate shit.
Jesus Christ.
oh.
He's bummed out.
No, the funny part
He's
is,
bummed out.
this whole time, you've been letting your son listen to this show.
I don't care. I'm one of those guys, yeah.
Hilarious.
I'm one of those guys. I still curse in front of him and stuff.
But the show is a whole nother level.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm going to
That's
have to
so
explain
funny.
a thing or two.
About SpongeBob. Daddy says
Chocolate.
SpongeBob sucks.
SpongeBob, and then just chocolate shit.
And plus, you're raising...
I said, what about the chocolate shit?
You're actually raising...
the
you realize
chocolate shit?
Right.
Yeah.
you're raising a child to hate E-Rock?
E-Rock's his best friend because they're on the same level with toys.
Oh, that's right.
Every
Toys
time
and
I go to E-Rock's house, he's got a toy for the kid, and man, E-Rock gets down on all fucking fours and plays with that kid.
There's jokes galore for that one. All fours.
Bought him a little Batman thing. I'm like, you bought that because you like that. But it turns out my son likes it too. But I don't know, whatever.
At E-Rock.
So now I got to explain.
I like this Batman, but you know, Batman doesn't like me either, actually. I don't like the Batman toy. The Batman toy doesn't like me. I mean, he's similar to me
Well,
in
it's
many ways.
because, you know, when you consider yourself a superhero, I don't like other superheroes.
What were we going to do? The creepy comments from kids?
Dude, I was
Because
reading
we got
this-
Trace Adkins coming in here,
Now
looks
call
like.
me a fucking pussy.
Trace Adkins coming in?
Yes.
You know him?
Thank God. No, but thank God I'm here. I'm probably the only one that watched Celebrity Apprentice all year.
I watch that.
Yeah.
Damn it, Sam.
We had Penn
Love
Jillette
that
in
shit.
yesterday.
Penn was in
Oh, you
yesterday
did?
with
And his ice
delicious
cream's way
cream.
better than Trace Adkins.
Yes.
And
It's
somehow,
what?
what?
I
Is
thought you
ice
watched
cream?
it. I thought you watched it.
You
had to
didn't
make,
watch
they had to
shit.
make
I didn't
ice
watch
cream.
the final, I guess.
They had
Yeah.
to make ice cream.
They had to make ice cream. You tell me what flavor's better.
Ask your son. He'll tell you.
Chocolate
Easy
shit.
ice cream.
What's in Penn Jillette's again? It's sea salt, it's chocolate,
It's-
a little
it's
caramel.
Sea salt.
Chocolate sea salt
Right.
with chocolate caramel pieces.
Right.
And like it's like when you bite into it, it's caramel, not frozen
And
caramel.
creamy.
And you got creamy vanilla ice
Vanilla
cream
ice.
as the base.
I don't like the fact that Sam took one of those muffins to be polite and she's sitting in the corner.
Yeah, what the fuck?
What a creep.
Your muffins aren't a hit.
No, they're not.
Well,
But it was.
I didn't know what they were.
I just they're from Magnolia Bakery. I figured it's a great bakery.
It is a great bakery.
I grabbed one of the sugar muffins.
I'll tell you, it's great.
How was the sugar muffin?
Good
So good, very
Which is also Colin's new nickname.
Yes, sugar
I'll
muffin.
tell you who's going to enjoy my muffins. Guy Fieri. Now that guy understands taste.
Yes, he
What a good
understands
muffin.
culinary expertise.
You better get into that rock and roll mode because he's all about rock and roll.
Really?
Look out!
Those kicks that he can't get too high because, you know.
Let's season some stuff, guys. Woo!
Oh, he does the rock and roll kick, just not as high as David Lee Roth used to do.
You guys say I don't laugh, but when you start shitting on Guy Fieri,
Sam loves
it
when we
tickles
shit.
me.
Is it Guy Fieri coming in?
Yeah.
That's why it's so funny.
And Sam,
Well. As I live and breathe.
E-Rock's grabbing a muffin.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
What
of
kind are they, Carl?
I don't know.
I
What do you
gotta
think?
know,
just
'cause
said,
I can't just
I said,
grab
give
a
us a nice
muffin.
mix.
you went
I
with
told
the
him.
assortment, said give me
I
an
said, give
assortment.
us an assortment.
But every time you say that, they're going to give you the shitty ones that aren't selling. No one does. You don't
I
do
was there
that.
first. There was nobody there. These are all the muffins.
All right.
I thought this was a corn muffin, but it's lemon.
Lemon?
There's a surprise in every one. It's never what you think with Magnolia Bakery.
Ah.
What's the one you just smelled, E-Rock?
See, the crummy one
Apple
looks really
crumb.
good.
Bring that
What?
over here,
That's
motherfucker.
apple
They're all
crumb?
good.
Unless you want it.
You crazy?
I had one before I even left the store.
Wait, you're going to take the apple crumb? You son of a bitch.
There's probably a couple.
Oh,
Well, I didn't
E-Rock.
know you had apple crumb in there. See, now
Opie.
the muffins are a hit.
Oh,
pissed
don't
about
try
the
to
song.
take it from him. Don't try to take it from him. You know how that works out.
You know he doesn't count calories.
Yes, calories. Keep your hands and feet away from the hopper at all times. Don't. Oh,
Hey,
look at him
E-Rock, I
leaving
think there's
with it.
another apple crumb in here.
Oh,
Of course there is. It's a lovely assortment.
lovely.
Hey, guys, don't forget to save one for Trace.
The muffins are a hit now, officially.
Trace is like, I'm not coming in. The show ends at 10. He's like Tom Pappa.
Yeah. You
So-
know, I remember the old days when my parents would go to a friend's house and they'd get that little box with the red and white string tied around
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Oh, with
Oh,
the
yeah.
cake for some coffee when they
Sure.
would talk about the black people and how they're ruining the country.
Can I go back to Sam? Why do you like us shitting on Guy Fieri so much?
Because it's mean and it just
My
makes,
goal is to get tears in your eyes.
And it's
from you
unnecessary.
it's unnecessary and it makes Guy Fieri unwillingly come off as desperate because then he comes in and you guys just spend all this time shitting on him.
Is he going to have his flame shirt on today?
I'm sure he
Oh,
will.
there'll be some
With his
flame
sunglasses?
thing.
Well,
Yeah, yeah.
Sunglasses
And his rock and roll
mega
hair,
head.
all rock and rolled out.
Let me tell you how we're going to cook up these steaks.
They had Guy
Yeah.
Fieri. They had Guy Fieri on the phone. It was like 7
and
o'clock,
roll.
but he was in California, so it's like 4 a.m.
He woke up at 4 just to do our show.
And he's just confused
shit
on
on
the
him.
phone because he's talking to him, and they start yelling things like, "You're in your kitchen right now, huh?" Guy's like, "Yeah." He's like, "What are you doing? Rock kicks?"
Yeah. Let's boil a few eggs. He juggles them. Whoa, look out. Look out.
The guy's on the phone with them.
That's right, people. We're going to be cooking.
Could this be his entrance music when he comes here?
Of course it can.
All right, make sure you replay this.
Yeah, this is good Guy Fieri entrance music.
I like the thing where you guys wake people up like Barry Williams and Guy Fieri like 4 in the morning. When they're totally unaware.
Kind of like that. It catches them off guard. You get an honest minute-long interview with him.
Greg Brady pretty much threatened me.
Well, why did he
threatened me.
What? What'd he say?
Opie. He was scared I was going to give his phone number out to everybody.
And you called him and he was asleep?
Yeah, but we thought it was his voicemail, because what was it again?
What's he answering the phone?
What?
He answers the phone by saying, "Say what?"
Say what?
This is it right here. Listen.
Say what?
So I thought that was his voicemail. I'm waiting for the beep, and I'm going to go, "Hey, Opie, what's up, Barry? Blah blah blah. Call me back." But it was him waiting for me to say something.
Ah, well, they're on MTV. They were on remote control with us a lot of times. The Bradys.
Were they really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really good story.
Big part of my life.
Hey, the 2 Celebrity Apprentice ice creams.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So the first one is sea salt chocolate, caramel pieces.
Saying that. Go on to the next ingredient.
And like a creamy
Quit
vanilla
backing up.
base.
Creamy vanilla is the base. Okay.
It sounds lovely.
Then the next one is macadamia nut and maple.
Macadamia.
Honestly, though, I'll say one thing. It's all for a good cause.
But if you could make any ice cream, why would you make macadamia nut and maple?
Because you know who did that?
You're smart. You're a lot smarter than people realize, Sam. But, Sam, you're fired.
You're fired.
It was complimented before he fires him.
You're fired.
You're actually good.
Great.
You're actually very good.
You're very good.
You're fired.
But Gary Busey, he's kind of a genius, though, isn't he? Yeah, I guess, Mr. Trump. Yeah.
Don't fire him. Yeah, don't fire him because he's the odd guy.
I think both of those ice creams sound like shit. How's that? How about this? Vanilla and chocolate and strawberry, Sam. How about that?
I like that.
The rest of it is bullshit. I don't want to hear this shit anymore.
You're a purist, Colin.
Yes,
I like it. Just like the way he speaks about the Constitution.
Exactly.
Yes,
The Constitution is fascinating.
What is the most popular amendment?
Well, right now, the Second Amendment. Everybody in the country agrees on the second.
What about the first, though, with this AP scandal?
Everybody agrees on the second right now. The whole country is unified. Right. The first, the AP scandal.
The AP scandal.
Oh, yes.
I like how the press is kind of all of a sudden now they're like, hey, Obama, like all this other shit.
Yeah.
They've been like, well, the president.
They're not like that over this either.
No. What?
Yeah, come see the show. You'll see they're just like this. Like, what's going on? We'll take care of it. Oh, thank God. Okay, that's what we want to hear.
They're not as outraged as they should be.
Oh, forget about it.
Obama's getting away with a lot of scandals. I think it helps him having more scandals, because if you have one scandal, it's bad because then they concentrate on that. If you got like 3-4 different scandals going on, no one really gets a good grasp on one single scandal.
That's a good point. But but the other argument is in this country where everybody has to have 10 things going on at once. We can focus. I think this country has ADD anyway, so having a few is probably,
I don't know, though. Nixon should have fucking thought of that with the Watergate.
What else can I get myself into? Henry, help me out. Help a nigger out. What can I do? I want to get into another scandal. This Watergate thing is tanking me.
And then he just fucking finds something else,
Where's Benghazi? I don't know. Well, maybe we can go after some people with the IRS. Put Liddy on it. He's a sneaky little fuck.
You've heard the tapes, right?
Yes.
Great. It's not far off from what Ant's doing right now.
Where's Ben Stein, my Jew speechwriter? Get him in here.
How about would you have that one where he goes, the Jews, why do they like therapy so much? Why do they like pot so much? I think it's because they're all therapists.
They're all therapists. All those tapes are fucking a hoot.
Yeah.
Oh, that Nixon was great.
Nixon was a brilliant guy, though.
He was, and you know what? Not a bad president for those times.
He was very,
You can hang him out to dry. Opened up that China. Opened up that China to everybody. That was a mysterious fucking land.
He introduced the world to the panda bear.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
How cool
if you
is
got
that?
elected in 1968, and this country wasn't set on fire by 1970, you did something right.
Yes.
This country's about to explode.
I put Elvis on the DEA.
Right.
I'm a smart guy, and that got the kids involved.
I know, that was the... I'll never forget, even in the 80s when George Schultz or one of these guys goes, we don't want the Beach Boys performing at the White House. They're too like a wild hippie band. It was like 83.
What? How out of touch.
Oh, my God.
Beach Boys in 83, a hippie band?
It was like they're like the fall of the country.
Right.
I used to watch like the fucking Watergate proceed. I was a fucking kid.
Me too.
And I was watching like Judge Sirica and
Yes,
fucking,
they were like
just,
famous names.
Yes.
Sirica, right.
You're not that
Ellsworth.
much older than me. There was no way I was watching that
I was
shit.
hung
I was too
up on
young.
it.
But it was on every TV, whatever
Yes.
TV was on. The TV in the house, they're watching it. Your
Right.
parents
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
it, so you're watching in the background.
Yep.
All right.
It was a little
Yeah.
boring, but still, there was nothing else they were allowed to watch.
Yeah.
More importantly, the singer from the song we played, the E-Rock song, just wrote me.
Oh.
What'd he say?
Sean F.
Sean, he's
thrilled.
He's absolutely honored.
Oh.
Colin loves the song. I'm actually from Jersey and close enough to commute to Sirius if a position becomes available.
Oh, great.
We might not have a position, but I think Sean F. should come in studio and perform some
Probably
of these songs
should.
live.
Would be great.
Can I tell you something that's really gonna
What?
that's really gonna upset E-Rock?
Yeah.
And I don't want to. People have thought about. I was asked yesterday whether bringing on somebody like Sean F. as like a freelancer would be a good idea by a boss.
How did E-Rock respond?
E-Rock didn't find out about that until just now.
Oh, no.
One of the bosses is just as a conversation piece saying, would you think that the
They're
show
known
could
for
use
good ideas, right?
show somebody like Sean F. as a freelancer?
Nice one, E-Rock.
I love when E-Rock fights back. It's rare, but
He's got a point.
it's beautiful.
I said yes.
Wow.
He did.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
Colin, your breakfast
Colin's
has
food
arrived.
is here. Now, Colin, Jimmy Norton said that you like taking your tea and pouring it out over your muffins and then eating it like a fucking savage like that. He really got
Just
on
the
you about
opposite
it.
of a savage. I think it's like the civilized gentleman's way to do it.
Dumping coffee out or tea out onto a muffin?
Yes.
I don't know. It's like you're watering your muffin. I think dipping, maybe with a fork and a knife, dipping it in.
I think that Jim, now his new culinary attitude is an inspiration to us all.
It certainly is. Mr. Blueberry and Strawberries.
He really isn't. Oh, he does look like an aardvark when he eats. He looks like he forages more than eats, really, at this point.
But his self-hatred hasn't gone down one iota, even though he looks at himself in the mirror and sees a new Jim Norton there.
Right.
He just still despises himself.
I don't know. I've always been very cautious about comedians being self-hating. I have a hard time with it sometimes.
But thinking that they are, or
Yes,
knowing
because-
that they are?
Well, I understand there's a certain style of it that we are, but
Yes.
just the fact that you get up and get paid for people to listen to you talk, there's something else there.
There is something else there, but you could also say that that's making up for the part that...
No, I feel like people with really low self-esteem cower in a corner at a party and never say a word. Comedians all get theirs, if you'll notice,
Yeah.
for all the talk.
Right.
They go out and get theirs, so, you know what I mean?
Oh, Colin, really mixing it up here today with this.
No kidding.
And this one, I didn't see that coming.
By the way,
Why not?
E-Rock didn't get the only apple fucking crumb.
That isn't a muffin. You're eating apple pie for breakfast.
Delicious.
Magnolia Bakery.
It sounds fantastic.
Well, then I'll be able to tell Guy, I would love to eat your food, but I'm full.
What'd you have?
Eat guy's food?
And then he'd be like, "What'd you have, bro? Yeah, what'd you eat instead of this great food?" Pew pew.
Flame shooting out of his fingers.
Oh yeah.
Should we have some Bloody Marys? Because I'm sure he had a rough night last night.
Yeah.
Does he have like one of those knives and a scabbard on his belt and a fucking like salt and pepper shaker on the other? It pulls him out like a gun out of a holster.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it.
Let me dice this for you. Hey, I'm dicing it.
You can get his rock and roll steak knives.
What?
He was making the deal when I
They
went
shaped
there.
like guitars?
Sam, will you tell that twink to bring in my Diet Cokes, please?
Oh,
Sal, where are the Diet
Sal,
Cokes?
he asked for 2 Diet Cokes.
I was here when he asked. It was
Make a
clear.
fucking maniac out of me.
Oh, let me ask Carl. So
Sorry,
Guy
you gay
Fieri,
bastard.
Guy Fieri invites me to his restaurant for lunch.
Nice.
And I show up with a couple of these guys. And
Muscle.
all of a sudden he's like, I see him. They bring me to see him. And yeah, there's the Rock and Roll Knives.
They got like flames. What are
And
that?
he was
Flames
making
on them.
he was making a deal for his Rock and Roll Knives when I went to his restaurant.
And are they actually called Rock and Roll Knives?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, no, it's the Fieri Knuckle Sandwich Series knives. Like, I'm going to give you a knuckle sandwich. I'd love to see one of those snapped off in his chest.
So I get the invite. We go there for lunch. And I'm showing my table, assuming this will be the table that me and Guy Fieri will be dining at.
Ah.
Long story short, I'm not eating with Guy Fieri, and he shows up at the end to make sure everything was cool.
That's what the chef
Wouldn't
does.
you be insulted?
No.
He invited me to
Having
lunch.
dinner with the captain on a ship?
No, exactly. They stopped by.
Look, it's Guy Fieri, though. I'm not. It's not
But
like
he's
Paul
at
Anka.
work.
That's true.
He's at work.
He's working. He's got a fucking...
Working.
He can't
He's the
show
spokes guy.
favoritism.
Yeah, he's got to act like he's a
No,
chef.
He's walking around to other
He
people's
wasn't
tables.
in the fucking kitchen making my food.
Hey, he oversees it. Like that guy that yells at
He
everybody.
gave him the recipes a year ago, and that's it. He's not in the kitchen making
Always
it.
got to. What's that? Why isn't this up on the line? What the fuck's going on here? I need this out there. I like a guy in the kitchen that's yelling and making the cooks want to spit in the food. That's wonderful.
Dispatch it. Yeah, exactly.
Fuck that guy. Who is that? Who's the yelly guy? Who's the yelling chef? Help me out here.
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay.
Oh,
I
he's an
wouldn't want to
asshole.
go to a Gordon Ramsay restaurant because he's pissing off the staff so much that they're going to do shit to the food.
Right.
To say, fuck this guy. Let me give the entire restaurant diarrhea.
Do you watch Kitchen Nightmares, though?
I've watched like one of his shows where they're all the same, aren't
You
they?
see the soul food restaurant?
No, what happened there?
And everyone was fucking pissed off.
Were they?
It was hilarious.
It's like, fuck that motherfucker.
Oh, that's basically what they were
I don't
saying.
need that shit from that
That's
motherfucker.
basically what they were saying. All
Were
that
they?
shit. Yeah.
Bullshit.
Crack ass motherfucker don't know shit about no soul food.
Lincoln freed the slaves.
Yeah, motherfucker.
He went into this restaurant and half the menu they didn't have.
Really?
Yeah, he ordered all this shit and they're like, yeah, we ran out of that stuff months ago.
But we make you
And
some
they
of
didn't
this.
update their menu.
Fucking.
You want to talk about creepy kids or no?
I don't know. There were a couple of stories. I was thinking. Well, the kids apparently.
You guys should talk about the hottest topics. What about David Beckham retiring? That's a big one.
Oh, is that why he was trending yesterday?
Oh yeah.
I thought he retired like 10 years ago.
Exactly.
Tom
No one-
Pappa's wife said, didn't he retire
one
like 10 years
cares.
ago?
He retired when he came to fucking the United States to play soccer.
Is he big on just those newspapers that are all lies from England, where you read them and it's
Oh,
like
the Star and all that stuff.
Yeah. Do English people really think that's real news?
I bet half of it is true.
No, I don't believe a lot of it. I think it's very tabloidish.
Yeah.
But not, and I mean old school tabloid. New tabloids are all true. That's
Yeah.
all true shit. And then the real newspapers now is the fake shit. Because they don't want to be, politically correct, and they don't want to fucking,
That's right.
That. So when you look at the Inquirer and the Star, that's all real now.
Yeah.
It used to be fake shit.
You're right.
Yeah. So, yeah, Beckham, I guess.
Wait.
Hey! Take a seat. Have a